Hi guys, again in a English video. This is the second part of tips and tricks for this the same cinematic. The first part you can find on my different channel. You can find it somewhere here or in the description. There is a first tip. So let's move on to the second one. Okay, the next thing is I have here, as you can see, a lot of animation stuff, a lot of animation downloaded from Epic Store, and different animation for different characters in this cinematic. So it would have demanded a lot of rigging if I wouldn't have used a tip and trick for that. So if you have a lot of different animation for different skeletons, and you have different skeletons, like here we have Unreal Engine 4 skeletons, Unreal Engine and Metahuman, Unreal Engine 4 and Metahuman. I will explain it in the next section. Okay, so when you have a lot of animation and a lot of different skeletons, like woman skeletons, man skeleton, so what you can do in Unreal Engine 5, it's a great opportunity to a special thing you can make. When I have this mafioso, I can click edit, and click his skeleton. Okay, so it's his skeleton. So it's his skeleton, and in the asset details, you can actually provide a compatible skeletons here, right? So you can take different skeletons from different animations to this character, and say to Unreal it's compatible with this skeleton. So you don't have to use rigging and retargeting and stuff like that. A lot of retargeting, I should say before. I should have said before. And so it's I didn't retarget anything. I just put in every skeleton different skeletons from different animations. But as you can see, I did it with her the same. Click on skeleton, and again detail asset details, or rather here. So it's her skeleton and other characters. Okay, asset details, and as you can see, compatible skeletons. So a lot of compatible skeletons. It doesn't work all the time. I have some animation which I couldn't use because it wasn't so compatible. I would have had to retarget it, but I didn't. So yeah, so just didn't use the animation, but it's very comfortable thing. So you can import a lot of animation and just bring the this tool in Unreal Engine 5 compatible skeletons, and you don't have to retarget the animation. Boom. So the next tip. Okay, so if we are here, I won't explain everything, but just want to show you that it's a blueprint combining, in the viewport maybe it will be, it's a viewprint combining Metahuman head with a suit from Unreal Engine 4 probably. So this is his head, right? The pivot point is here, but it's his head, and the skeleton is from different character. I won't explain it how I did it. I just make a blueprint like here and like import head and stuff like that, but I won't explain it. I don't have time to explain it further, but just show you that you can do this with every Metahuman head to attack to the different suits, different bodies. I also changed his eye. but it's also a thing for another tutorial. If you like it, press the thumb button and just subscribe at this channel. Maybe I will provide more about it. And please vote on my cinematic. In the description you have link till the end of July this year, 2023. So please vote, hurry up. Okay, thanks. Okay, this is it. So I will maybe explain how to do it in another video. And one more thing, you can watch this full cinematic from the description link or somewhere here it appears. But there is also a contest on Unreal Engine contest, Furious Elegancy. So please vote on my cinematic. On near the title, on the left of the title, there is a big button vote. So you can vote from your Epic account, and please vote for this. Thanks. Okay, so let's move to another tip. Okay, so let's go to her, and I wanted her to smile. I thought, oh my god, how to do it? But just search the internet and the solution will appeared. So yeah, so it's a Unreal Engine 4 character. So she didn't have any blend shapes. She's from Asset Store. I provided a link for every asset I used here in the description. And so she didn't have any blend shapes. So I had to go to this asset. I went to this asset. I exported. I went to from here, browse to asset. So yeah, so I exported with this export tool. I exported her into FBX and went to Blender. I went to Blender. I imported to Blender, and then I use this tool, blend shapes. I will erase and show you how. Okay, so when we have her skeleton, because I exported basically skeleton because it's a blueprint, so I exported this, right? So I exported her. I import her into the Blender, and then I use this tool, shape keys. I made the shape keys in easy way. So this is the tip. So first you create the basis shape, then you create the shape you want. So this is the shape smile. And with this shape smile, you make the shape 1 as a state of 1 from 0 to 1. Actually, it's 100, but from 0 to 1, like here. Okay. And then you go to the sculpt mode and you choose the grab tool here, and just in a way you try to make her smile. Okay, right? I wanted her to smile more from the one side of her face. In the object mode now you can see that yeah, she's smiling, right? And then I export it to Unreal Engine, and she's smiling here, because when you have blend shapes, you can add this blend shape to animation, like here. It's two shape mesh, right? You add two shape mesh and you have smile here. So she's smiling now, right? With this animation keyframe here, she's smiling, right? And it's great. She's smiling in the left side of face. I have shown you other side in Blender here, so you can decide how you want her smile. Okay, yeah, I use it again in this shot, but she's angry here, so I just made a blend shape for angry, right? She's a little bit angry here. Maybe you don't see it, but it's again a blend shape, a different blend shape, angry, right? So she can be smile and she can be angry here, right? Okay, so next, last but not least, but first please vote. So last but not least, I want to show you this effect here from the beginning that everything is black and white and she's in color. So how to do it? I won't explain everything because I provided you a link for a video in the description mode, but I just show you the idea. Okay, so the idea is to you can do it in the post-process volume or in the camera setting. So in the camera setting, foothills, this is this camera. In the camera settings, you provide a special material here, post-process material. Okay, so I have post-process material here, and in this post-process material we make material like this, a little confusing maybe, but I will provide a link. What does it mean? The main idea is to put in this one of this value a custom stencil. Custom stencil you have to enable here. Okay, so a custom depth stencil you have to enable with stencil. This is not enabled in the default, and now you can provide a value which explain the Unreal that you have to show the saturation part with everything which is not this stencil value, and the stencil value for other thing is 1, and it will show everything with this value in as it is 1 for every object which is with this custom stencil 1. So first you put the post-process material with this I shown you, and then you check the object as you can see here on the right, stencil value 1. If I would change it for 0, something bad will happen. If I change it for 0, right? So now she's also black and white with when the post-process material is on this camera. But if I change it for 1, you have to refresh. She's color and everything is white, and then it's some kind of mix for the saturation also to provide a better transition from this to color, right? It was the last tip I wanted to show you. I encourage you to watch the full cinematic, which is better than you see it now. And yeah, when you watch it with a music, because you don't hear music now, because it's without volume, but okay, we have music. If you watch, please vote on this Unreal Engine contest. It's on the left of the title of this cinematic in Unreal Engine contest. Furious elegancy. This is it. Watch the full cinematic, please, and vote on the left side of the title in this Unreal Engine contest, Furious Elegancy. This video is called Furious Elegance. You can vote, and if I get some award, I will provide more content about Unreal Engine and cinematics and design, game design maybe, and stuff like that. Okay, so thank you so much, and see you next time maybe. Subscribe and press the thumb button, but first of all, vote the end of July 2023 for my cinematic. So thank you, and see you next time. Bye.